Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Susan's Just Making It. I'm Susan and I'm here making stuff, messes, chaos, and making it through life. If you've been here before, welcome back. If this is your first time checking out my channel, I'm really glad you decided to stop by. If you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you like my content by hitting that red subscribe button below, and you might as well hit the notification bell while you're there so you know every time I upload a new video. Feel free to leave me a comment letting me know what you think about today's video. I really appreciate all of the feedback. So in today's video I am going to share a mini album that I created, and this one is one of my albums, so it does have photos in it because this is one that I decided to keep and use. I don't remember the tutorial I used for this. If I do happen to remember or stumble across it before I upload the video, I will put that information down below, but as of right now it really slips my mind what tutorial I used, because I did make this a while ago. The paper collection that I use is from Die Cuts with a View, DCWV, and this is called the Sunday Afternoon collection, and I decided to use this because it is just so fun. I mean, look at the cover. It's got just such amazing color and just fun things in the paper collection, so I thought it would be really fun to use. So this is more like a folio type album. I love this. It's nice and got some substance to it, and this measures, let me see if I can find my glasses so I can read the ruler. It measures about a little over 7 inches across, and it is, let's see, about 9 inches tall, and the spine is about 1 1/3 inches, so it's a nice sized little album. I just used one of the sheets for the cover, and the spine in the back I just did with the little check print. These are just cut aparts. This is a sticker that is from my stash of what I have a ton of stuff, and then this I cut apart and I rounded the corners to look like a playing card, and the rest is actually in the bingo little ticket is, I believe, a sticker that was in the with the collection. It was either in with the collection or it was in my stash. I think these might have been in my stash. Like I said, it's been a while, so I don't remember exactly. And my son was so wonderful to point out that I put the card upside down. I would have never noticed in a million years, and I said that's okay, because when you play cards you see them from both sides, but he felt that he had to point that out to me. But yes, these 4 are dimensional. This is a sticker of some sort, but the rest is actually on the sheet of paper. And I used some crinkled seam binding for the closure. It probably didn't need a closure, but I just wanted to add it, and I used the gold color to match up here. And if I can find it, I will link the Etsy store where I purchased this. I need to buy more myself. So I'm going to open this and get it open, and it's, like I said, it's like a folio. We've got 2 little sections. I put Velcro so that to keep these secured, so that when I'm looking through one section, I don't have the other one flapping around. And this is just a couple sheets. I could probably put a photo there. I kind of left it blank in case I want to add one later, excuse me. And there's a couple spots in here that aren't really filled, and I did that on purpose so that I can come back and add photos later if I choose to. So I didn't want to pack it full of photos, so that I had that option. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the left hand side, and I just used Velcro dots that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, because some people like to use magnets. I like to use them too, but the dots are way cheaper and they work just as well, and they're not really that noticeable that it's terrible. So I have the flap on this side, and I just put a photo and some stickers. This is a really good friend of my son's, and he's like a son to me as well. They're playing paintball, and I kept the embellishment a little conservative because the paper's so busy and there's so much to look at with the paper, so I didn't go overboard with embellishing it. So you open it here, and this is the second flap. This is my little great nephew Cass that just turned a year old. Obviously this is when he was a newborn. And then we have it flapping up and down here. This is my grandson when he was a little bit younger. So it opens, and I just, I don't know if I can get it in frame because the table's not that deep, but I don't really think there's a way to. Just a photo here, and then this is just a cut apart that I put down there. And then down here we have another photo and a little cut apart of the bingo card, my nephew and his little girl. And then we're going to slide it down here. This is where the bottom flip is to open it, and I did not put a picture on this, but I did add, whoops, that's a fallen. I just added this to embellish it a little bit. The rest is the paper itself. This is just the only embellishment I did. And I really didn't want to put a picture because I really like the doily and the bike, and I just thought I didn't want to mess with that. It looked pretty on its own. So this element, I was surprised I pulled it off. It looked a little intimidating. Once I did it, it's not really intimidating. It swivels, and I really like that because that way I can put vertical and horizontal pictures. So I was really enjoying that, and it looked more complicated than it actually is. If you're good at following directions, you can follow mini album tutorials. So there's my niece and her little boy Gabe, and then this is a typical waterfall element. This is a good friend of mine, Izzy, with Vivian. She's so cute. And like I said, I like this because I can put both directions. This is an older photo. This is my my 3 children, Michelle, Zachary, and Joshua, when they were young. This is a very old photo because my kids are much older now. And it just says, "You make me happy when skies are gray." And then, like I said, it can swivel back and forth. I have my older sister with her grandson, Gabe. This is my daughter. And then we have my niece up here. So we've got the typical waterfall. And then we can swivel it again. Oh, sorry about that. Hit the camera. My aunt and my cousin. And then we can swivel around again. And there is my mug. And this is my youngest son and his girlfriend, and it says "always better together." And this picture is a little old too. This is on my grandson's first birthday, and he's 6 years old now, so this is a little bit older of a picture. But that's not all. Here's we got the waterfall, and then it opens up. And again, this was kind of nice to not really cover up, but I could probably put something over here if I wanted to. I probably won't, but it's light enough that I could jot down a note because the paper is light. And this is my niece's baby, and then it flaps up, and again, here's a blank spot where I can add a photo later. And there's Cass again, it was a month old. And then it's just a flip, and then I have my daughter and her husband here, and I have my youngest son and my grandson when he was a baby. So I thought that was kind of nice that not only do we have the waterfall, but we have an extra little flip going on there. And it's just kind of a little bit like a puzzle putting it back together. But that's the left side. And then we come over to the right, and I left this alone. This was just cut from the paper, and it's lined, so I could always put notes later or leave it as it is. And we've got the Velcro again. Now this one opens side to side. This one's going to be up and down. So this side is, there's nothing on it. I can add a photo later. And this is the paper, and then I just matted this sticker or cut apart and threw that up there. I could have left it blank to write, but I just threw that up there to decorate a little bit. And then we have the flap down here, and this is just the paper itself. The only thing I added was this sticker to dress it up a little bit, but that's the paper. The paper is really nice, and I put I think a border from the paper here. I think I had made a mistake. I ripped it or something like that. I wanted to cover it up, so I put a little bit of paper. And this is my nephew with his wife and stepdaughter. This is their engagement picture. So that's that, the flap up and down. Then we have a waterfall element here. My daughter and son-in-law, their engagement picture. And then we've got my great niece. This is my great nephew and my grandson. This is about 4 years ago, I think. My daughter and I. This is my younger sister, Karen. There is my daughter, Michelle, with her husband, Miles. This is my niece, Chelsea. And then we have Cass, and we have my handsome great nephew Bobby. And I really like this because this is a little bit of a different waterfall than I usually make, and you just pull and it just slides right back down, which I think is so awesome and cute. Doesn't take much to excite me. So then we're going to, I'm going to try to put that up so I can get in frame again. Now this opens up again. So we open it, and there is my daughter and her husband when they first got married. That's their wedding day. And my older son Zachary playing paintball, same day that Billy's picture in here. And it's blank here. I could probably put another photo, like tilt it here, or again it's light enough that I can write, you know, notes here if I wanted to. And it opens up again, and on this side we have a couple baby pictures of Cass, and then we have Gabe and Cass together, which I think this photo is absolutely adorable, my two great nephews. And then we open it again, and over here is my grandson when he was a couple years old. I woke up this cute, which he is adorable. Just saying. I'm biased, but just saying. And then my two sons and my ex. So, and then we have over here my niece with her baby. And again, there's some room. This is a little bit darker paper. I would probably write on a lighter paper and glue it, but I do have room, or if I want to put another photo. And then on the very back, this is from stickers or cut apart from something else, but I just thought the colors matched, so I put it there. Girls rule. So there's myself and my daughter. So that is this album, and we just go back and forth flipping it to close it back up. And then, like I said, we have our waterfall, and that closes up. And there you go. Nice little folio. My sister jokes around. She says, you and your mini albums, you need instructions on how to open and close them. And I'm like, well, you know, it's, as long as no harm is done and they're folded not quite exactly, it's fine. But, you know, when you make it, I guess you remember how you constructed it, so it's a little bit easier. But anyway, that is this folio. Like I said, this is my personal one with my photos in it. This was a lot of fun to make. When I originally saw the tutorial, it looked very intimidating to me, but once I got into it, it really was not that bad. A lot of the people that I usually follow their tutorials, they are very good teachers. One of the channels I follow is Rosa Kelly Scrapbooking, and this may very well be one of her tutorials, but I honestly cannot remember 100%. And I'll link her below anyway, because if you're interested in creating mini albums, she has a ton of tutorials, and she really explains things really, really well. So she's definitely worth checking out, and her tutorials are beginner friendly. So that's my little folio album. Feel free to leave a comment below letting me know what you think, and until next time, bye everybody.